Hi, my name is Adam Whitmer. I'm the founder and host here at ComplianceCohort.com. This compliance clip is going to talk about the differences between the SCRA and MLA. Of course, SCRA stands for the Service Member Civil Relief Act, and MLA stands for the Military Lending Act. These are both service member topics. Now, of course, lending to service members is a growing hot topic, and service members aren't really a protected class. However, there are restrictions that are currently in place under both the SCRA and the MLA, and it's very important that your financial institution get these correct because the regulators take this very seriously. So, what are the differences between the SCRA and MLA? Well, the main differences are this. SCRA deals with existing debt that the service member had prior to going into active duty service, and the Military Lending Act deals with new debt while a service member is in active duty status. So that's the key here, is SCRA applies to existing debt while MLA applies to new debt. What was that? Existing debt applies to SCRA and new debt applies to MLA. I cannot reiterate this enough. These are the main differences, is SCRA applies to existing debt that they took out prior to becoming active duty. Before they were an active duty service member. It was debt they took out 5 years ago. Now they're active duty. Now they have protection. So they took it out not realizing they were going to be active duty or weren't active duty at the time. Now they are. They now have protections. MLA applies to new debt. They know they're active duty. So new debt that they're taking out while they know that they are active duty. So SCRA does not apply if they're taking out new debt while they're already active duty because it only applies to existing debt, but the MLA applies to new debt. It does not apply to old debt. So those are the differences. SCRA applies to existing debt. MLA applies to new debt. Now, that's not going to be the entire presentation in this compliance clip, so let's talk about some of, just trying to beat that into you a little bit so we really understand the differences. But let's talk about some of the protections for both, just a brief overview. First of all, SCRA protections include a number of things. They include interest rate caps, typically at 6%. Now, there are protections also under the SCRA for a number of things like default judgments, non-judicial foreclosures, installment contracts and repossessions, lease terminations, enforcement of storage liens, and life insurance assigned as security. So quite a few things covered under the Service Member Civil Relief Act. Now for the Military Lending Act, it's a little bit different because protections only apply to certain types of loans. The protections generally apply to payday loans, vehicle title loans, refund anticipation loans, deposit advance loans, but also, which would affect banks and credit unions, installment loans, unsecured open-end lines of credit, like an overdraft protection line of credit, and credit cards. So there are some things that apply. Now, the two main exceptions to the Military Lending Act include real estate and purchase money loans, but there are protections to the other types of loans listed here. Now, as far as protections, what happens is there is a MARP. So it's not the APR, it's the MAPR. It's not the APR, it's the MAPR. It's the Military Annual Percentage Rate. Now, the MAPR is actually slightly different than the APR. It's not the exact same calculation, but there are some different things included in there. So there's that cap of 36%. And there's also disclosure requirements under the Military Lending Act. So those are the main two things, the main two differences. Now, it seems simple enough, right? It seems like we have an understanding of this. Well, here's the thing. I just spent about 3 minutes talking about the differences. What I have done recently is I created an entire program on the Service Member Civil Relief Act and the Military Lending Act, and it took 1 hour and 15 minutes. So what I just talked about was really the tip of the iceberg. And if this information was new to you, it might be interesting for you to take a look at our SCRA and MLA program that we have available in our store, because we go through all of the main compliance requirements that you need to know for your financial institution in this program. And this class is available in our store. I'll just give you a brief overview of what's covered. First of all, what's included is a training video just like this, where we have an instructor in front of a slide presentation. It's our virtual classroom approach. So it's exactly what you see here, and I'm the instructor for that program. We have 3 videos in that, about 1 hour and 15 minutes, and it's available on demand as soon as you purchase it, so you can go buy it and watch it today. So that is easy for you to do. It does include a comprehensive manual. I believe it's about 36 pages where you can follow along, take notes, follow up, and have all the information to read along and read different things than what I talk about. So it's a second way of learning and really helps you to comprehend and understand SCRA and the MLA. It does provide proof of content to your examiners as far as what was covered, and it can be downloaded and kept at a later time. Now, we do offer a certificate of completion. It's available upon request, so just ask for that per purchase, so one per purchase. And do contact us if you're interested in having additional attendees, because we do offer discounts in this program. We have 60-day access for everything. The manual, of course, is downloaded. And my favorite part of the program is there's a 100% money-back guarantee. So really, if you're not satisfied with the value that we deliver, if we do not deliver the value that we promise, we'll give you your money back, no problem. So this makes it a low-risk way for you to try our training programs if you've not yet tried them. But believe me, we make sure that we deliver on that value. So take a look at our store at compliancecohort.com/store. Look at the SCRA and MLA program. It's service member compliance requirements, and that is available to you in our store if you want more information on that. Otherwise, that's it for this compliance clip. Thank you so much for checking it out. If you're new to the compliance cohort, please take a look at our free membership. We have a bunch of training videos just like this, a bunch of articles, other resources, even discounts and giveaways that we have here at the compliance cohort. You can sign up for free membership at compliancecohort.com. If you're an existing member, thanks so much for sticking around to the very end after we go through all the logistics and all the details. But we do appreciate you. Our existing members, you are the reason we do what we do. So thanks so much. Until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks a lot.